If you're tired of this process of blowing eval after eval and then after getting funded only to blow those funded accounts on day 8 or day 10 of your trading days before your payouts, then this video is for you. Because we will talk about the 3 keys to get more payouts from futures prop firms instead of blowing up those accounts. What most people don't realize is that trading is more than just clicking buttons and locking in that green, and strategy is only one part of that equation. There are 2 other factors that a lot of people don't consider, and the first one is very important. And that is, number 1, the prop firm rules that you're trading with will have a large impact on whether you get that payout or not. Have you ever wondered why prop firms make you trade a minimum of 8 days or 10 trading days before you can request a payout? They will tell you it is because they want to see you have consistency in your trading. They want to see you lock in a few $100 here and a few $100 there, and they don't want you to have one huge day that break their consistency rule. But if you trade your personal account, you'll definitely welcome days where you have big wins and cap your losses small. So why is it that futures prop firms enforce the consistency rules of about 30 to 40% so that you can't have one large winning day, and they make you trade 8 to 10 days before you can request a payout? The answer is very simple. They know that most traders will not have the discipline to be consistently profitable day after day for about 8 to 10 days. Some will, and it can be done, like myself and other people in the community that lock in these payouts. But for many people, they know they'll blow their funded accounts before they can reach payouts. When was the last time you're on day 8 or day 10 of your funded accounts? You only need $100 left to get the payout, and then boom, you blow that funded account to pieces. How did I know that? Because I literally did that on the live stream on day 10th of my Bonox account, ready to be paid out. In fact, all I needed was a $100 loss on that account and I would still have gotten the payout. But because my ego got in front of me, I couldn't take a $100 loss, and I ended up taking a $4,000 loss and blown up that funded account. Super frustrating. Have you ever been there? So how do you fix this problem? One of the ways is find a prop firm that does not require you to trade 8 to 10 trading days. This is why Take Profit Trader is my #1 futures prop firm, because they allow you to have daily payouts on the first day of your funded account. If you reach the payout goals, you can get paid out a maximum of $10,000 per day per account, and they allow you 5 funded accounts. So theoretically, you can request $50,000 in payout requests on day 1 if you reach the payout goals. Of course, this is not a guarantee, but that's what the rules allow. In fact, if you scroll through our payout section in the community, you'll see that people, including myself, are day in and day out locking in Take Profit Trader payouts, because if you lock in profits today, you can literally request a payout tonight and get paid the next day into your bank account. This saves you from blowing up your funded account on day 8 or day 10. And currently, Take Profit Trader have their best promo running at 40% off with no activation fee. Use the code FSP to lock in that 40% off, no activation promo. And if you get 10 of those with my code, you can also get my course free. Now, does that mean that you don't trade prop firms that ask for 8 to 10 trading days? No, you should still have them as part of your prop firm arsenal. I personally trade Take Profit Trader #1, Apex with 20 accounts to rotate, Tradify with 5 to rotate, and also Bonox up to 11 master funded accounts to rotate. Between these 4 prop firms, I have more than enough to rotate on my funded accounts to shoot for the payout. So if you've been struggling to get to payout on day 8 to day 10, definitely give Take Profit Trader a try, because you can lock in your payouts on day 1 on your funded accounts. They do require 5 days of trading on your evaluations, but once you pass your evals and get the funded account on day 1, there's no consistency rule and you can request a payout on that same day. The second key to getting more payouts from futures prop firms is your strategy. Strategy is not the only part of the equation, but it is a big part of the equation. If you have been struggling to get payouts, you'll have to be disciplined to enter when the odds are much highly favorable on your side, because that way you will increase your chances of taking a win on that trade. But that requires discipline. If I had only one strategy that I can employ, for example, if I have to trade my personal account and I can only take the best strategy, this is what I'll do. I would only enter on sweeps, either a sweep short or a sweep long. For example, if you take a look at today's 1-minute price action, I only lock in 10, 15, 20 points. When was the last time you saw that there was a sweep? A sweep is when a candle sweeps below a previous low. Now, sometimes this is a little bit subjective because depending on the time frame, it could be different. But for example, this trade here we took today, if you only enter on a sweep here, and I don't look for confirmations, my confirmation is the sweep and at the speed of the candle. So at the sweep, I would be entering right here. That's my confirmation on the sweep, on the fast candle down. And this morning we took this trade. Right here is a good 20-point pump here, and all I need is 10, 15, 20 points. And if you took another entry of a sweep here, that's the second trade for another pump. Here we have no entries on the longs because there's no more sweeps. The sweep could be a sweep of the previous candle or on a previous confluence of price. Those are usually the best sweeps for me to take. Now, not only on the long side, but also on the short side. If you take a look here this morning, we have a sweep right here of the morning highs. These kind of shorts called sweep short and sweep long, we literally take day in and day out on the live stream for free at 9:30 every day. Another sweep right here. Obviously, in hindsight, it looks much easier than in real time. But if you follow us on live stream, you'll know that we don't just talk hindsight, we talk real market live action. Right here on the sweep, you'll take it long and probably get stopped out. But if you use the rotation strategy on the next sweep, you'll bank on this account. The whole idea is to enter when sweeps have taken place either to the upside or to the downside. And if you only take sweeps, can you imagine what kind of results that could affect you on your trading and your P&L? Only time, discipline, and great execution will tell the results. But if I cannot trade another strategy, I will only do sweeps. But as you know, on a live stream, we take many other strategies other than sweeps: inversion long, micro dip squeeze long, parabolic short, consolidation long and short. Every day at 9:30, we do multiple strategies. Depending on your personality, you'll have to figure out the one that suits you the best. When you start having a strategy that works, you're starting to get more and more P&L that are green. And you start to use prop firm that give you day one payout. And you start to see those payouts hitting your bank account. That's when you hit key number 3, psychology. Most people underestimate the power of psychology in trading. But what they don't realize is that trading sometimes is more about psychology than the actual strategies employed. Some people have been so discouraged about their trading losses that every trade, they talk to themselves like this: oh, I entered long, I guess the market will dump now. Oh, I entered short, I guess they're gonna squeeze now. How do I know that? Because on a live stream, I literally hear people say that day in and day out. If you're gonna enter in a trade and you expect that trade to go against you and not in your favor, then don't even take that trade. Confidence is key in trading. No, you will not always be right, but confidence is key. When you enter into a sweep, will it instantly go the way that you want? No. You have to give it some time to resolve to get into your thesis. But when you're so accustomed to losses and defeat, you cannot see the end goal of winning. And that is important. That is why number 1, you gotta choose the right prop firm to use. And number 2, you gotta have the right strategy. And if you're missing one, I think the sweep long and sweep short strategy is a very good one to get a higher likelihood of success. And then once you start getting those 2 things in place, now your psychology kicks in because your confidence is now boosted. When your confidence is now boosted, you enter into a trade with more precision. You don't doubt yourself. When the candle goes down, boom, and sweep. You instantly get in. Sometimes a mere 1 to 2 second hesitation could be a 10 to 20 point difference on NQ. And all we need on NQ is 10, 15, 20 points. All these 3 things become a perpetual cycle. When you're confident, when you enter in with precision, and you hold with conviction, you enter with the best strategy, and you use a prop firm that rewards you and pays you on day 1, and now those payments are hitting your bank account, then you start to see yourself as a successful trader. You become even better in your psychology, more discipline, more confidence, and now you start having an upward spiral instead of the opposite that you've had before. Again, there's no guarantees in trading. You can lose all your money. Everybody knows that. But if you can dial in your psychology, your strategy, and using the right prop firms, you may be surprised what kind of results you can achieve in your trading. No doubt trading can be a very lonely journey, but it doesn't have to be. Day in and day out, we got traders train together. At 9:30, we go live, we trade together, we bank together, and we pray together. Almost every day, you see traders coming in here posting their payouts. Not an income guarantee, but what's possible for some people who work the system, buying dip, selling rips, being content, and locked in those payouts. So make sure you join us at 9:30 every day here for free on YouTube. And if you want my course, go to fspfutures.com. Hit the like in this video and subscribe. I'll see you on live.